Shalom to the nation of Israel. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Shalom to the hopeful elects of the nation of Israel. Alright? So I'm back at it again with another digital epistle through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Wamalak, Yahushai. Alright? And just to disclose that, to put that out there, right? Because you have people giving out assumptions about the checkered garment that I was wearing a couple of weeks back. Just a disclaimer to put that out there. Alright? I ordered that. Let me let these cars go through real quick. I ordered that garment when I was around you, and I told you that I was going to order that garment. So before you go out there and basically start making assumptions and saying, oh, I'm copying, I'm trying to do some kind of 50 cent and jar rule, that's some bullshit that you're talking about. Before you talk and bring out something out there on the camera, make sure that you bring out your facts. Don't just be saying things anyhow, all right? Now, going back to the lesson, because I don't want Satan to distract this lesson, because really, you know, going back and forth is not edifying anyone. So let me just go straight into it, all right, to get things going on across, because there's unclean spirits that are walking around, and these unclean spirits that are walking around, these seducing spirits are enticing people to be indoctrinated with lies, enticing people to be indoctrinated with doctrines of vipers and devils. And this is the reason why we have to put on the armor, the word, and fight these demons that are fighting against us, man. We have to carry on pushing and fighting. And ain't no one gonna stop this word coming out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because the Lord has raised up some strong spirits, some spirits that are extremely strong. And you can't stop this word, man. No one can stop this word from coming out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright? So let me go to Revelation chapter 11 real quick. So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 11. Starting at verse, let me start at verse 10. It says, no, let me start at verse 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half. And that's referring to these nations. These nations didn't address us and tell us that we are the Israelites in the Bible. They didn't let us know. They were just keeping us naked. So let's carry on reading. And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. Meaning that they didn't tell us our nationality. They didn't address us to who we are. They were just allowing us to just basically be enslaved and indoctrinated with plantation Christianity. Verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them. And that's what was happening, man. You had these heathens that were rejoicing that we weren't knowing who our nationality was. They were rejoicing over that, man. And shall send gifts to one another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. And who are those two prophets that tormented them on the earth? The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. Because during the time of King David, we were slaughtering these heathens. During the time of King David, man. That was what was going on. We are fighting these heathens. We had our horses and we're hitting them, you know, paddling through. But I guess the Levites never went out there for war during that period of time, because they were the priests inside the temple. But now we're all made priests and kings. Well, when Yahushua returns, ultimately that crown is going to be placed on the elect. But carrying on reading, Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. Yeah, that spirit of life, the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, it entered into us, man. And what happened? And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet. Yeah, the Most High put the Spirit on us to stand upon our feet, to arise, to stand up, to stand strong, to have that faith in Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, man, and not be afraid of any heathen or anybody. Alright? You gotta be strong in the faith, man. Okay? So carrying on reading, it says, and great fear fell upon them that we saw them. So great fear is falling upon those that see the followers of Hamashiach Yahushua. Great fear is falling upon them. Now why is great fear falling upon them? Because of they're seeing that we're waking up to who we are. Because they're seeing that we're following Hamashiach Yahushua. And now that they're seeing us follow Hamashiach Yahushua, great fear is falling upon them. That's why we have to be strong in the faith, man. That's why we have to endure unto the end, man. So let's carry on going. And they heard a great voice from heaven say unto them, come up hither. And that's when Yahushua returns in that enormous, gigantic fathership. He's going to crack the whole entire sky. Alright? And when he cracks that sky up there in the Shemayim, alright, you're going to hear a voice in Hebrew saying, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud. One massive, enormous chariot. That chariot is going to be huge. And their enemies beheld them. All our enemies going to see us, Lord willing, get beamed up into the air. Alright, the so-called white man, which is the Edomite, the so-called Arabs, alright, which are the Ishmaelites, the so-called Chinese, which are the Moabites, the so-called Japanese, which are the Ammonites, alright, the so-called Somalians and Sudanese, which are the Hamites, alright, all our adversaries will see us get beamed up into a chariot through the spirit and power, through the Rachawa Allah Shali Haba Shema Mashakiah Sha'ai. Okay? And that's what's coming. So we have to be very, very serious inside this ministry, man, because I'm seeing a lot of things that are going on, and you can't allow these seducing spirits to indoctrinate you, man. You have to be very, very cautious and careful, because Satan is out there wandering around looking for who he may devour. So you have to be very serious and vigilant. So anyways, going back to what I was saying, according to Ephesians 6 and 11, let's get that precept out real quick. Alright, Ephesians chapter 6, starting at verse 10. This is what it says. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. You got to be strong in Hamashiach Yahushua. You got to be strong in the Lord. You got to fight hard, man. You got to carry on pushing, carry on going, man. Alright, never give up. Keep on fighting, keep on pushing, keep on going, man. Alright? That's the spirit you got to be in, man. Because these are lazy spirits are walking around. Alright? And them lazy spirits will whisper inside your ear and tell you to be lazy. Well, you got to carry on fighting through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Mashiach Yahushua. Verse 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And you got that shield on you. That armor, man. That's what you got to put on, that armor. Because there's demons walking around, man. Okay? There's demonic spirits walking around, man. And them devilish spirits, they're on people. So you got to hold that shield of faith, the breastplate of righteousness, the word of the Most High being that two-edged sword. Alright? Your feet in preparation of the gospel. Okay? And that helmet of salvation, your spiritual armor. Now our physical eyes cannot see that armor that we're having, but we have that armor, man. Because there's been a couple of witches that's been trying to cast spells on me, but those spells are not working. Because why? Because I got the armor on me. Alright, there's been demons that have been trying to fight me in my sleep paralysis, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai, I'm still standing strong, doing what I got to do. Alright? And that shows you that the Most High, Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai, is on our side, man. Alright? So we gotta be strong, man. You got, heathens out there that are looking at me with anger, but I look at them with anger back. Because our forehead has been made to be strong. You got heathens out there looking with anger at me. I'm not afraid of no man. I'll look at you in the eye, man, and tell you what it is. Because at the end of the day, you know, these heathens might give us bad looks. You know, they might look at anger. I saw one Arab guy just look at me with anger, but I looked at him with anger back. Because at the end of the day, the Lord is with me, man. Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai is with me, so who can be against me? So anyways, carrying on going, Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Alright? You know, because really them demons entered into that guy, man. Them demons enter into these people. That's the reason why you might see someone look for your trouble, but that's actually a demon that enters into them to look for your trouble. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Principalities, a prince demon. And you had one angel that went over to Daniel, but the prince of Persia was guiding that territory. So that angel had to bring Michael to go through the barriers of those demons and deliver the message across to Daniel. Alright? So principalities, that's a prince demon. Against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world. What's the rulers of darkness of this world? Alright, you got Elon Musk. He's a wicked ruler, but he's a puppet. You got the Rothschilds family. Alright, drinking blood. Alright, those Rothschilds, they drink blood. They do baby sacrifices. Alright? You know, your favorite celebrities are selling their souls to Satan, doing all manner of wickedness. Okay? So this is what we're fighting against. Alright, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimer family. It says, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. You got places like Bohemian Grove. You got people that actually worship a statue called Baphomet. Alright? Which got titties and horns, man. This is what people worship. But this is the reason why, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai, we got to endure unto the end. We got to endure unto the end because things are about to get serious. Things are about to get real. Alright? The mark of the beast is soon approaching. You see these damn explosions going on in Palestine? People are getting their heads cut off out here, man. People are dying in explosions. People are getting their heads exploded. Different things are happening in the world. And this is the end time, man. So now that we're at the end of this thing, we have to carry on fighting until we see the Babylon fall. Revelation chapter 17, starting at verse 1, it says, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto you the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. You got America's a very influential country. Now who's the poster boy of America? Jake. Jake is the poster boy of America. But that whore is America. And Jake is the poster child of that whore. Alright? With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. Who are the kings of the earth? The Arabians of the Middle East. Alright? All these different regions that have their governments. They've been working hand in hand with the United States of America. And inhabitants of the earth have been drunken with the wine of fornication. And what's that wine? It's not referring to literal wine that you drink. It's referring to these ideologies, these devilish belief systems. What's that wine? That wine is referring to what? It's referring to feminism, atheism, gay, homosexuality, Christianity, the Muslim religion, all these philosophies of vipers and Satan, monotheists, all these sick doctrines are the wines of Babylon. You know, do what thou wilt. Live life the way you want to live. You know, but they're saying God we trust, but they're against what Hamashiach Yahushua is teaching. So the God that they trust in is the God of this world. So carrying on reading, it says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Let me pause the video real quick.